Following our victory against the Baltimore Orioles, we go from one divisional opponent to the next. White Sox will advance to the ALDS against the divisional opponent, the Tigers, and that should be interesting. White Sox have been pretty good. The Diamondbacks will be taking on the Mets in the NLDS, so we are one step closer for both New York teams from possibly having a Subway World Series to end this series. But we've got to get the job done in the Trop. The newly rebuilt Trop several years ago looks exactly the same. I wasn't going to give them a new stadium. I'm sorry, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, we've got work to do here in Tampa. They've beaten us way more than we have in the regular season. Junior Caminero, you see on the right side of your screen, is a big reason for that. So is Taylor Schaefer in his rookie season. 15-4, a 3.06 ERA, striking out 18.2% of batters. Should be in the running for the Rookie of the Year. Very good draftee back in 2031. And pitched like a workhorse, 206 innings. Maybe that's what young blood does for you. And Volpe, unfortunately, will be his first out via lineup. Yankee lineup is as follows: Volpe, Jones, Campbell, Dominguez, Pickett, Ramirez, Judge 7. Bunning will play second this game. Hernandez will also play right field this game. Then we'll probably swap out Lombard or Arias at second, and or Jose Hernandez in right as need be. Defense for Tampa. You see it before you. A whole lot of diamonds, even though a certain pervert does not play for them any longer. He will rot in jail as he should. And, swing and a miss. You know, it's taken Tampa a long time to get to the playoffs. This is the first time they've made it in this series, as they haven't been in the playoffs, I think, since 2023, and they would easily get out of the first inning. On the mounds, former Cy Young finalist a couple of years ago, Reggie Smith. Not the same kind of season in the regular season. Only got maybe half the decisions he should have. 4-8 with a 3.73 ERA, only striking out 16.1% of batters. Here's Jeremy Frederick, a very much contact guy at the top of the lineup. They just ask him to get on, hence why he only has 25 ribbies to his name. He's the first strikeout victim from Smith. Theo Schrock hits this one to left field. Dominguez watches it bounce and then has to retrieve it from the wall. Throws it back into second. Not in time. Damn, he really threw down the frozen rope. Quevedo up next. Bounces it to Ramirez. He'll step on the bag. And runner will go to third. Now for Caminero. Hits this one in the left field near the gap. Dominguez able to chase it down. Still got a little bit of giddy up on them 31-year-old legs. Then he comes to the dish and gets on base. Not as much the stolen base threat he used to be. And Pickett, liner at third, throwing Dominguez out at first. That's a double play. Trey Morgan, first baseman, bounces this one into left field, into the corner. Dominguez getting a lot of work here. And will hold Trey Morgan at first. He thought about going two.
Batting six. The center
fielder. Call for the outfielder, Andres Valle. Known for his defense and his arm, not as much for his bat. As the Tampa Bay Rays mascot, I don't know his name, it's probably Devil or something, who knows. Hits this one into the right field gap, bouncing down. It's going to roll a long way to the wall. Morgan coming around third, and he's going to easily score. Though Volpe might have a play, he does not. Tampa takes an early 1-0 lead. It's Carson Williams, who's played all 8 seasons for Tampa. He'll unfortunately strike out on the 2 seed, low in the zone. Bernardo Medrano, acquired in the Shane McClanahan trade back in 2030, is going to get hit with a pitch. So 2 runners on, and Frederick, unfortunately, is not going to be able to do anything with it as he pops it up to Campbell in foul territory. Quevedo, another chance, bounces it to Smith. Smith goes to Volpe at second, over to first. That's a 1-6-3 double play if you're scoring it at home. Campbell smacks the cutter. hence where it's already going. It was going that way, just hit it that way. He's been doing it all season long. Dominguez hits it at third, can't come up with the catch. It's Tampa's third baseman. Carson Williams, Pickett, batting .417 in the postseason so far. Floats this one to left, center, and unfortunately it'll be the final out of the fourth. Trey Morgan gonna unfortunately strike out, so that 1,000 batting average is gonna go down to 500. Valle already got a hit, can't hit the slider though in the outside half of the zone. Reggie Smith really picking it up here in the postseason. Liner by Ramirez over the second baseman's head, and no, he's going to stay put at first, though the throw from right field is kind of weak. He might have been able to do something with it. Ramirez, able to get back in time despite the high exit velo from a Judge hit even at the age of 41. Bunning will bounce one in the left. That'll finally give us two base runners. Now Jose Hernandez bounces it up the middle. And the stop, the throw to short, back to first. No. Irizarry couldn't get it there in time. There'll be runners on the corners for Anthony Volpe. And the curveball bounced to second. They'll go the short way to Morgan to get out of the fifth with the lead. Ballesteros, the catcher, check swing, won't matter. Two-seamer catches just enough of the zone for strikeout number one, but Medrano mashes this one into the MLB The Show sign out there in right center. Jones is able to recover it, throw it back in, but that's a one-out double for Tampa. And Frederick hits this one into foul territory. Campbell makes the catch before it hits that netting. And I think the fans think that hit the netting, but it didn't. Or maybe they just hate Campbell because he's played for damn near every team in the American League East. Well, that's not true. He's played for Boston. He's playing for New York. They just don't like him. I think he put them out of their misery a couple of years ago in the final postseason, final regular season series. And Tampa was in the running for a wild card race, but this didn't come to fruition. So it's still salty about that one. Salvatore Ramirez slapped with a error. Two runners on for Valle, who's already had a double. Could clear the bases if he hit another, but he'll strike out instead on the changeup. Not agreeing with the call, but he's not challenging it. Williams hits this in the right center. Jones able to chase it down, keeping the game at a one-run difference. Smith back to the mound here in the seventh. Man, we've really got some guys that if they're on, they will go 7 innings strong. Not like most teams today where your starter might go 5, even in the postseason. I don't really care that much for a bullpen game. I want my best arms out there. If they're pitching well, I'm going to keep throwing them out. So, gives up a base hit. And then we will switch to Vinny Douglas, who righties have smoked his boots. He's 3 for 4 in the postseason. Lefties have not gotten a hit, and that will continue. Douglas with a high cutter, and Frederick can't extend to hit it. Schroff takes the pitch, throw from Pickett, and they'll tag the runner out, going to second to end the 7th inning. Caminero comes up in the 8th and hits it to right field. The cutter is just foul. Only a 12-incher from the pole. And unfortunately, he cannot extend on the high heater, and he is out of here.
Pitching for the Rays, number 10.
Rays will call on their closer, Charles Oka. 39 saves and 49 opportunities with an under 2 ERA in the regular season. A big reason why they are in the postseason for the first time this evening. Campbell gets on. Dominguez with an opportunity, sends a two-seamer the other way, deep to left field. It is gone, just over the fence. His second home run in the postseason. He also hit one in the Baltimore series. The Yankees dugout is losing their mind. Tampa manager not liking what he saw from Oka. And he only blew 3 saves in the season, but all it takes is 1 or 2 here in the postseason, and you can be eliminated. So Benjamin Bowman's going to come out of the pen, 42 appearances this year. And gets Ramirez the swing and miss at an inside slider. He really should have laid off. I'm going to blame that on the fact that he's pretty damn young. But hopefully he can figure it the hell out in some later appearances. Here's Judge. We're already up by 1. And the captain, unfortunately, swings and whips as well at an inside slider. Only not nearly as egregious of a pitch. But Trey Morgan starts the Rays' possible opportunity to get back in this. Grady already with a save so far. He's given up a hit to only a lefty here in the postseason. Hit to the left side of Grady, able to recover it and launch it to first in time, just beating out Morgan, though he ain't the fastest of players. That's why he plays first for a reason. And Valet bounces this to Campbell at third. Off the sinker over to first. Yes, that is 2 away. 1 out away from the Yankees taking a 1-0 lead here in the ALDS. And fans did not like that last call, and they won't like the swing and miss from Carson Williams. Yankees jump out to a 1-0 series lead in the series. I said that redundantly. Whatever. Anyways, Smith with 8 strikeouts and 6 in the third, and we immediately jump into game number 2. Ronald Enriquez is going to get the start for Tampa. Not the best of ERAs, and the whip leaves a lot to be desired. So does the walk rate at 10%. If we can wait him out, we should be able to smack him around and take a 2-0 lead in the series, but not if Volpe is swinging at them kind of changeups. Enriquez not known to give up the long ball very often, but, you know, he's going to get slapped around a bit. Not the fastest of throwers, as his fastball might top out at 90 at most. 88 is the norm. Jose Guzman gets the start here in game 2. And Jeremy Frederick is going to lead off the ball game. Hits it in the left field, and Jones misplays it. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. This could easily be a triple. Dominguez able to get it to Volpe. Volpe throws to the plate, and Frederick is going to have a lead-off triple to start game number 2. And Quevedo awaits in the on-deck circle, but Theo Schroff can driving a run, and it looks like he might. It bounces foul. Oh, I thought that hit the paint out there, and slider just misses. Tampa will have runners at the corners. Jose swinging a miss, the throw to Pickett, and they'll get the runner at second. I'm surprised that wasn't a double steal. They would have gotten me. I ain't gonna lie, they would have gotten us. So Schroff will have to jog back to the dugout. 3-1 count. Jose on Jose, grounder past the diving Bunning. Tampa gets that first run across here in the first. Darius Stanton, the rookie, swinging a miss. Inside heater, if you want to call it that, gets him out, and Caminero will float a slider to left field. So 1 is all they will get in their half of the inning. Jump ahead to the third. Omier rips a fastball, if you call 87 fast, into left center. First base runner on, and Lee Bunning pops this one into foul territory. It's going to be caught. Gotta figure it out, man. And, Valle ends up hitting Guzman. Bunning you should have ate that. Don't throw it to first if you don't have to. So Frederick, if he gets another triple, should score that run from first. The Tampa Bay Ray mascot trying to get the crowd riled up. You know, the 5 people that showed up. It's mostly Yankee fans. Let's call it what it is. And Frederick comes through as I'm talking my smack. The throw to the plate, not in time. Frederick with another extra base hit, and Valle seemed to be grimacing as he stands up from home plate. He might be out for the series, but we will see as the series moves on. Schroth will ground out, and now Quevedo hits this one high to left center. Jones is there, but runner's going to stay put even despite the overthrow. So Stanton will have to really drop one down as Guzman approaches 50 pitches in the third, and he gets it on pitch 50, the final out. Jump ahead to the fourth as Caminero is able to line it up on a fastball, sends it 365 feet to left field. Tampa jumps out 3-0 here in game number 2. It's Caminero, who in real life hit 40 homers. Not exactly reflecting of that because I started the series before the regular season started, so I'm not going to account for that. Schroth. It looked like a hit and run, but it's not going to matter really. This one hit into the right field corner. Ullman misplays it. Finally able to get it, throw it back in the infield. Bunning throws the third, the tag. No! I thought we'd at least get that out. Tampa is out 4-0, and Marco Cabrera is going to pull Guzman for Frank Wolf. He's been a starter in the regular season, but I like to shorten up the rotation in the postseason to at least 4, sometimes 3, depending on how things play out. Quevedo is going to say, we don't care how much you shorten your rotation. We are hitting Yankee pitching tonight. The throw into second, not going to matter. They jump out to a 5-0 lead here in the 5th inning. Quevedo, a big John Cena fan. And Caminero says, y'all still not seeing him either. Hits it in the center. The throw by Jones. The tag. No! Come on! Pickett was right there. How did he miss the tag? And we got our asses handed to us. Rays scored in almost every inning except the 2nd and the 8th to take an 8-0 lead, victory, and tie the series at 1 apiece as we go into New York for game number 3. The Braves have advanced. They'll be taking on the Mets or the D-backs in the NLCS. But we got work to do here in the American League Divisional Series. Game 3, back in the boogie down, where we've played most of our playoff games, honestly, because we've been in the wild card most of the time we've made the playoffs. And any of the years we haven't been, we've had home field advantage pretty much throughout. Hunter Green is going to make the start for our Yankees. Back-to-back Cy Youngs in back-to-back seasons. Might have a third on the horizon if he didn't get hurt and miss a good chunk of the season. Dominguez hits this to left field, and we are going to get on the board. With 2 outs, he is going to send us to a 1-0 lead here in game 3. Boys dapping it up. I feel like we've got that camaraderie that we need. I mean, enough of these guys have played together that you kind of figure out who guys are over the years. Christian Campbell bounces it to second. It's bobbled, and he'll end up safe at first. They'll score that a base hit. And Pickett will roll it into shallow right field. Said second baseman will throw him out at first, though. Good effort as Stinton smokes this fastball into the Yankee bullpen. No, this one is well beyond that. 477 feet. Jeez Louise. The 19-year-old playing in his first postseason. Yo, that is nuts. How did you hit that? That's got to be the furthest hit homer by somebody under the age of 20 in StatCat history. But I don't have any proof, and I don't feel like looking at Baseball Reference right now. Nonetheless, tied game at 1 apiece. Ullman hits this into the left field gap, bounces down, and we will end up with a 2-out double here in the 2nd inning. And man, Ullman just coming through as we need him to. Bunning, though, a changeup that had all the time in the world. Bunning gets out in front of it and flies out the center. Carson Williams, the third baseman, whose name constantly slips my mind, hits one into right field. First base runner in the 3rd. Casey Brown, not as successful. Slider, gonna strike out on it. Jeremy Frederick is gonna bounce a fastball into right field. So Tampa gets 2 base runners on. And the runner going from first to third is going to be tagged out getting greedy. Dude, what were you thinking? Ullman he doesn't even throw that hard, but great wherewithal to get it back in. Tampa is and can be at times a speed team. they don't have nearly as much speed. They still have the good defense they pretty much always had. You know, they've always been lacking in power though, as Dominguez deposits one in the left field for the first base runner, but there are two away. There's Christian Campbell batting .238 in the postseason. Not the best. I mean, it's better than under the Mendoza line as he takes a fastball and hits it in the left field. It is gonna get no, not out of here. Karam's off the wall. Runner's gonna come around from first to score. Yankees will take a 2-1 lead. Thanks to Christian Campbell. Pick it up next, and a fastball that is a little late on the swing. Does drive it though to center, but it will be the final out of the third inning. Green back out there, and he was set sitting down on a slider after he took him deep earlier in the ballgame. Caminero, former All-Star, bounces this down the third baseline, rolls foul. Dominguez trying to pick it up, gets a little stuck underneath the padding, and he's still able to get it where it needs to go. Yeah, to end the fourth inning. Dominguez does have a strong enough arm. I don't think that runner was all that fast either. Like, I think he really overplayed himself there. Salvatore Ramirez batting .167, rips this at first, bounces off of Stinton's hand, but he's still able to get it as he knocked it down, able to recover and throw it to first. Stinton replacing Trey Morgan, who is still on the roster. He's not hurt. It's just line up. You know, we have a lefty on the mound, and you know they play the matchups. Judge will get a base hit here in the American League Divisional Series. Now Ullman gets a shot for another hit. He does more than get a hit. Sends it out the left field. Bangs it out of here. Doubles the score. We are up 4-1. Looking to take a 2-1 series lead. Big bats coming through as we need him to. Even though Robert Ullman, not really known for power, has thrown a guy out today. So, hey, he's got the bop in it today. Michael Irizarry, a front runner for the American League Rookie of the Year, strikes out. Ballesteros suffers a pretty similar fate. 5 strikeouts for him. Dominguez already 2 for 2. Sends this one to right field. It's 5-0 in the fifth. New York. Dominguez finally getting it together. Unlike probably in real life. I mean, he's still a good bat in real life. It's just his fielding is more the bigger issue. Hence why the Yankees re-signed Trent Grisham, or Trent Grisham took the money. I don't blame him taking $22 million. As now the Rays will go to a different arm, Sidney Campos, who pitched a full inning, and lefties are the only one who have gotten a hit off of him so far. Ramirez, oh man, that slider was right in his wheelhouse. Has no issue sending this one deep. 400 feet, it's 7-1. His first postseason homer, and hopefully he has many more in pinstripes. A big reason why I traded for him, well, mostly because he wasn't playing in Cincinnati despite hitting behind quite possibly the National League MVP. He wasn't the DH, so it just made some sense. You know, give Cincinnati a more veteran guy and a pitcher, and hopefully they like our deal. As you saw the tail of the tape between the two pitchers, their guy is already out. Green's still out there in the 7th, and he picks up yet another strikeout, this time on the splitter, his 6th of the ballgame. Green approaching 90 pitches, gets another strikeout on Caminero, number 7. And we're going to call for him to come out of the game. Don't need to extend him any further than we need to, and we got a big enough lead that I feel safe letting some arms get out there, like Barry Goodman, the rookie lefty, has pitched in the Baltimore series. And unfortunately, he's going to give up a base knock at the very least, make it 2 bags. Jones is finally get it as they almost round third, and he'll stay safe for second. Ballesteros will float this one to Jones on the other end of the middle of the field. Unfortunately, that'll end the 7th for them. Pickett rolls one down into the corner. Caroms off the wall. Runner going to score from first. And he'll slide in there safely. It is 8-1 New York. Ullman gets a hold of one. Hits it out to right center field. We have hit double digits on a 390-foot shot. Ullman's second home run of the postseason. We are up 11-1. And we end up winning 12-2 as Dominguez hits an RBI single. Caminero finally gets them a second run, but they were nowhere near victory. We got runs in every inning but the second and the sixth off of 15 hits as we take a 2-1 lead, and all it'll take is game number 4 to get us to the American League Championship Series. Robert Ullman having a hell of a game, 4 for 4 with 4 extra base hits, 2 of them homers, 2 of them doubles, really catapulting us into victory. Jumping ahead, game 4, we've got Roki Sasaki, last year's National League Cy Young Award winner, on our side. And they will have Sierra, their starter for the Tampa Bay Rays. Sasaki did pretty damn good, striking out nearly 40% of the batters he has faced in an under .75 whip, though the ERA almost up to 4. And Valle rolls one up the middle for a base hit. Starting off Tampa just right. Valle is a speed threat. And Theo Schroff bounce to Campbell. Campbell goes adios over to first. That is a 5-4-3 double play. Quevedo hits this one to Volpe's right side, charges it and fires over to first, making quick work of the Tampa Bay offense. Here's Eli Sierra, who surprisingly, why I don't know his name, is because he's making his major league debut here in the postseason, which is very weird for the CPU to be doing on a regular basis in MLB The Show. Just play the guys that got you there, not just base things off of overall. Hopefully that's fixed in 26. Volpe leads off, and he will float this one to right field. And without issue, that'll be the first out. Jump ahead to Spencer Jones, who's hitting .280 so far in this short run of postseason games. Hits it to second. It's stabbed running into the outfield from Carson Williams. Campbell rolls one to third. And that's 1, 2, 3 on our half of the first. Sasaki goes back out there, and he looks like he's going to give up an extra base hit. Dominguez can't come up with it enough to play it off of the base of the wall. Throws it into Volpe. Volpe to second. No, not going to matter. That's an extra base hit for the Rays. Irisari bounces to Sasaki. Caminero goes back to second, and we'll just get the out at first. Ballesteros had one of the better seasons by a catcher this year. Unfortunately, he'll roll it to second and be thrown out at first. He won't be able to capitalize on the double from Caminero. Casey Brown stares at a split finger fastball on the outside corner. Questionable call, but I'm not the one asking it. Valle, bouncer up the middle, hits off of Sasaki's glove. Able to recover, throw it to first, and gets him just in time. Jump ahead. Ullman looking for more base hit boppers, and he continues to hit. That's 5 for 5 over the last 2 games. Volpe coming up next. Takes a fastball. Hits it deep. Right field, but not quite deep enough for the final out of the third. Jump ahead. Theo Schroff is going to deposit this one just fair and into the crowd for a playoff souvenir and a double. Take a look at the replay, and it gets some grass stains and just a little bit of chalk on it. Enjoy your souvenir, whoever's got it. Quevedo will strike out on a wildly outside slider for the first out. Stinton, who hit a blast in game number 1. What was it, 2? He'll fly out to shallow right field. Caminero hits this one hard and high, right field. Ullman running it back, makes the, no! Doesn't make the catch off the wall. He crashes up against it, but doesn't fall over. That's a double and a run for Tampa. Irisari, hard roller to Volpe, and one is all they will get. Big Bopper with the beard, giving Tampa a lead, looking to tie it up and send it to a Game 5. Tail of the tape between the two starters. Well, Eli Sierra's been really good. I mean, in his postseason and MLB debut. Pickett bounces one up the middle off of the neophyte. His second base hit given up in the ball game. Fortunately, he didn't have to worry about Pickett being a stolen base strike. So the captain comes up next and is sneakily 1 for 12. So not great for the 41-year-old. Says, shut your mouth, man. Hits it up the middle, giving the Yankees 2 base runners. Now it's Roderick Arias' turn. He hits it up the middle. Williams goes to Irisari to first. And wow, I thought Arias would have ran that one out. Good hustle, just can't beat out the hustler Armstrong. Volpe ropes one in the center. I thought center field would have had that one. He's pretty fast out there. We'll take it. It's a base hit. Jones swings and misses at a changeup. He'll be the second out of the inning via strikeout. Campbell rocks it over the third baseman's head and into left field. To give the Yankees another base runner. That's Dominguez will take a slider in the lat muscle and is just going to shake it off. Pickett, bases loaded. Got an opportunity to give yourself a Yankee moment like you probably already have so far. But unfortunately, he will pop this one up in the shallow left center field gap. Vinny Douglas finds himself out there in the 7th, 0-1. Liner right to Ramirez. He steps on the bag all in one motion for the unassisted double play. Of course, the ump's going to check the sticky stuff and other weird things that pitchers used to have on their hands. Judge will lace a slider off Sierra into right field, but them 41-year-old legs are only going to take him to first. It says follow my lead. Don't worry about that. And Lee Bunning is going to come in to pinch hit as opposed to pinch run. He's not hitting well in this postseason. 167 with an under 400 OPS. And that's going to, both numbers are going to get even lower as he floats it and fly out to the left. Holman gets another shot. He is 6 of 9 in this series. Absolutely on fire here in the 4 games of the series, but he'll have to take a fly out and make it 6 of 10. So Tampa clinging on to a 1-run lead. Oka, the closer, comes out there in the 8th inning and is going to give up a base hit. Better than him giving up a home run back in game number 1, like he did to Dominguez. Jones takes a slider, sends it into the gap. Volpe should be able to score from first. He's hustling around third, and he will. Yankees tie it up at 1 apiece here in the 8th inning. Jones coming up clutch again in a postseason game. Campbell rolls it up the middle to second, but Jones will advance to third. So we'll need one to drop or even a sacrifice fly in order to give us the lead. The Yankee crowd starting to get a little louder. So is the music. Dominguez hit by a pitch earlier. A sac fly is good enough for the lead. 1-2 count from Oka. And he takes a slider, sends it deep, left field. It's going to be caught. So the runner will tag. Volpe will score. Yankees take another late lead off the bat of Jason Dominguez here in this series. And the Tampa Bay Rays are going to switch arms. They'll go to Charlie Thompson, who will get him to bounce it to short. Irisari, hell of a throw. And they'll get him out at first. So Quevedo comes up 5 of 15 for the series. 3 RBI driven in as Ryan Grady looks to pick up another postseason save.
Leading off for Tampa Bay, the third baseman.
As Tampa Bay calls on Quevedo to tie the ball game up with a big blast, as he is fully capable of doing. First pitch, a low and away sinker for strike number 1. Grady goes with a cutter this time, bouncing it to Campbell, and we are just 2 outs away from advancing to the ALCS. Here's Darius Stinton. He has hit a long ball, but that's about all he's done so far. Granted, Trey Morgan has played some first as Grady misses inside with the cutter, and he mean mugs the umpire, but you know it's all AI and robos at this point, so you can be as mad as you want. And Grady is unfortunately going to give up a gapper. Ullman is able to come up with it in the warning track, throws it back in, but that is going to be a sliding double for some reason. He could have just stood up and not needed to get his uni dirty. So Junior Caminero with an opportunity to retake the lead, and we're going to intentionally walk Caminero, understandably so, but Irizarry is no slouch. He did ground out. Another ground out to second would be a double play, most likely, and in this series. Cutter, middle in for strike number 1. 0-1. Now sinker bounced just foul to the third base side. Grady going to the curveball, no. Tries to bounce one, probably to get the double play so much as the strikeout. Double play a little more important to him. And cutter a little too high, making it 2 balls and 2 strikes. And goes back to the sinker, low and inside. And he just fights that one off as Irizarry gets another shot. A gapper could tie it, if not win the game. Floats a fly ball to right center. Jones is there. That is the second out of the inning. So that leaves just one more batter, Moises Ballesteros, who has not gotten a hit in this series so far. We are in game number 4. Ballesteros takes a high sinker and leaves it alone. Brady goes cut fastball this time in the outside corner. Still can't get the goal, and the fans are irate. Let Grady got it, man. 2-0. Cutter low in the zone. They give him the call this time. Going cutter yet again. Can't connect on the high outside corner. I'm not sure why he's throwing it there. That ball might just get deposited to Dominguez's left side. Might be 2 runs. Comes back with a cutter inside, and he's working in and out, up and down in the zone. 3-2 count. Pop, foul. That'll be a souvenir for somebody. Giving these tickets, hope they give you a little more than that too. We'll do 3-2 once more. And it's a strikeout. Slider low in the zone. Yankees are headed back to the American League Championship Series for the first time in, I want to say, like 2 years. Because I remember we faced Cleveland and they went on to win the World Series in 2032. But no Cleveland this time. We will see who our future opponent in the ALCS is. And it turns out it will either be the Tigers or the White Sox. And yeah, my battery is running low, so is my voice. But the White Sox have advanced to the ALCS. We will take them on as both road teams have won both series between the White Sox and the Yankees. Diamondbacks headed to the NLCS.